Hello there, YouTube. How's it going today? Good to see everyone. I'm here today because I've been really interested in some AR/XR glasses. I have a Xbox ROG Ally that I do play with on the road on occasion, and I've found the sun gets in the way sometimes. Like I'll be playing in the car, and I get the sun reflections. I can't see what's on the screen, or I'll be in a doctor's office where they have the fluorescent lighting, that's strong fluorescent lighting, and again it makes it very difficult to see the screen. So I was very interested when they announced the Asus Xbox ROG Ally X20, but it being bundled with the glasses kind of defeats the purpose of having an OLED screen. And I was kind of looking at the glasses to begin with, so I said, okay, maybe it's time to grab myself a pair of glasses. And so I started looking into it, and was about to pull the trigger. I was comparing the Asus ROG, what are they called? I gotta look it up. The Xreal R1s, the Xreal R1s, and then the I know a lot of people like the Witcher Beast, which I heard they might be getting sued for patent infringement by Xreal. But then there was also the Xreal One, which I was going to settle with because I guess so it didn't get as hot, and it was basically the same thing as the R1 minus a couple $100, and you lose the hub. I'm not sure how much I would use the hub, and with Best Buy and Amazon returns, I figured I could try it out, and if I needed the hub or something, I could refund it, get the hub. But anyways, so I was looking into all that. 57-degree field of view, I think 57 or 58. They're very close to the Witcher Beast and the Xreal R1 and all those. But then, before I could pull the trigger, Xreal came out and announced the Xreal Aura, and I started getting super excited about that. Like, man, this new glasses, they seem perfect. They're whatchamacallit, kind of like a VR headset, but in a glasses form factor. But they only have a 70-degree field of view. The Oculus Quest 3, which I'm using currently, I believe has a 110-degree field of view, so like practically half the field of view. But at the same time, I thought about it, and like when I'm looking at my monitor in front of me, it's not taking up my entire field of view, you know, like I've got a lot of peripheral vision, so I thought, you know, the 70 should probably be fine. And then I thought I was dead set on those, and then I think it's URXR. These new glasses just got announced. They're, I think, pass-through. So you don't see them like glasses, where regular glasses you look through, you see everything. These ones use cameras, so it's kind of like the Oculus Quest 3. When you put it on, you can see your environment around you, but it's all through pass-through camera, so it's a little lower resolution, which I'm not crazy about. I think I'd prefer actually seeing my environment, because I know from using the Quest 3, it's a great camera, and I love the cameras on there, but it is a bit lower resolution than what you're seeing in real life, and you do notice it. So I do think the Xreals, the Aura, is going to have that on the URXR one, but the URXR has a 90-degree field of view. So that 90-degree field of view is super close to the 110-degree field of view I'm getting in the Quest 3. So that is very enticing right there. So it's like on one hand you got this amazing field of view, but on the other hand you have the con of it being a pass-through camera. So I'm not sure, I haven't decided yet. Plus it's half the price. It can't do everything the Aura can do. The Aura is running Google XR, I think it's called, and basically it's going to allow you to, like when you put your Quest 3 on, like I think it could even probably be used as a VR headset for like some Steam Link games and whatnot that don't need a controller, because that is the big limiting factor, is there is no controllers with it to play VR games. But you've got Demio, which I've been wanting to play on the Quest 3 for a while, but I was like, man, this headset's kind of bulky, like maybe one day it'll be a bit better, and here we are, you know, I can get it. I can finally try Demio, Fallout Tactics, so that sort of stuff. So you are losing that with the URXR, the ability to do all that other stuff, but both can be used as a display, which is the big reason I'm getting it, because I don't really know how much I'm going to be using that Google XR. Like, it seems like a cool thing, but am I going to need that in my day-to-day life? That's something I've got to consider. I could see myself using it. We play some cards sometimes, Magic the Gathering and stuff, and some of these guys, I don't know, man, take like 30-minute turns. Like I play basic creature decks, so I'm putting down like one card a turn. Past my turn, maybe I'll swing at you, you know. whatever. These other guys, they're all interactions and whatnot. Sometimes, 30 minutes. For 30 minutes, somebody's like a 30-minute turn, I could be having YouTube up over here and nobody would know the difference, I could still be participating in the game and doing something else, maybe playing some Fallout Tactics on the side. So that would be very cool. And I think that is definitely a pro for the Xreal Auras, is the fact that you can do all that and you can still see everything around you. So I think it'll be a little more discreet too in a situation like that. Like, I think everybody's going to know if I put on the Auras or the URXR that, okay, this guy's got some funky glasses on. But I think with actually being able to see my eyes with the Aura will be a little less jarring than basically having my eyes covered and no one can see. It's like I'm wearing sunglasses inside all the time. I'm so cool, maybe my cards will reflect on the screen, I don't know. Yeah, let's do some, I wanted to do some spec comparisons. I'm still undecided, so let's see URX1 versus the Aura. I know the Aura is under 95 grams because all the computing is in the puck, which is really nice. And it's saying that the URXRs are 93 grams, so they're both like 2 gram difference. I don't think you're really going to feel that. Now, when it comes to resolution, the display, we've got dual 2.5K micro OLED displays on the URXR. So that's pretty sweet. You got 5K dual eye 2.5K micro OLEDs. The Xreal Aura, that is not as good. They're running dual micro Sony OLEDs with 1920 by 1200 pixels per eye. So not at 1080p that the previous Xreal products have been, gaining that slight bump in pixel density, I think, in the vertical. I think vertically it's going to be a little taller. But the Xreal is running at 120 hertz, whereas the URXR ones are running at, I think they were 60 hertz. I don't know why I can't see the thing now. Let me do this quick. URXR1 refresh rate. 90 hertz, yeah, 90 hertz. So it is slightly lower, but at the same time, 90 hertz versus 120, like both are exceptionally well. 90 is what you need for VR. I was personally myself playing at 1080p 60 for the longest time. It wasn't until last Black Friday that I finally decided to get a crazy monitor that could do more than 120 FPS and all that. So for the longest time, I was 60 FPS. I was okay. So I don't think that's going to be a big deciding factor. But yeah, I am very interested in these two products. Let me see. Yeah. Tracking. Both feature 6 degrees of freedom for room tracking, which is great because I know some of the I know Xreal just announced the XBX A01, I think it's called, for $299, which is an excellent price point to get into the if you want to just test out the XR glasses. But for me, the big thing is those ones, they don't have 3 degrees of freedom or 6 degrees of freedom. So basically the screen follows your face. Wherever you're looking, the screen's going to come with you. And I can tell you right now, I'm not a fan of that. I already know from some early VR stuff games I've messed around with, I'm going to need at least 3 degrees of freedom or 6 off, which both of these are 6 off. So that's great. It's going to be, I can leave my screen right here, walk over there, come back, and my screen's going to be there. It's awesome. Yeah, the Xreal one for the see-through mode uses true optical see-through technology, letting you view your physical surroundings through transparent lenses. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, so I can just see things. Like I see this later, I see it, but if I'm using the URXR ones, I'm going to be seeing a video of it, like I'm going to have a screen on my face, and I'm not going to be able to see the real world except through a camera. URXR1 does not uses low latency video pass-through cameras. You can seamlessly double-click a button to switch between pass-through to view the room, or turn off the cameras entirely for a fully isolated cinema-like experience. Yeah, so the Xreal Auras, they have 5 stages of dimming, electrochromatic dimming, so you can push a button and it's gonna slowly get darker and darker till you're fully blacked out, so all you see is the screen in front of you. This one, it seems to be one or the other. Either you can see the room around you, or you're gonna push a button and it's gonna turn off those pass-through cameras. Which again, with the 90-degree field of view might be a-okay too. I do kind of like the idea of seeing my surroundings though, because I feel like, yes, there are going to be environments where I'm going to use them alone, but I feel like a lot of the environments I'm going to be using them are going to be in public situations, and in a public situation I don't want to lose all my situational awareness, you know. I want to know what's going on around me, so, you know, no one sees me wearing a fancy pair of headset and tries to mug me or something, you know, because I'm blindsided, I can't see, I got my vision blacked out. So, yeah. The price, though, yeah, that's what I was saying. The URXR one is expected to be around 800 US, I believe they're saying, whereas the Xreal Auras are going to be 1500 US or under. They're saying it won't be higher than 1500. So it's like, okay, so is it 1500 US or is it not? What is it? Let me see. Yeah, they're saying go with the Xreal Aura if you want an all-in-one spatial computing setup that works completely untethered from a PC, powered directly by Google's Android XR. And to choose the URXR one if you are primarily looking for a wide FOV display solution like virtual monitors for your laptop that integrates full VR, Steam VR, and 6 degrees of freedom tracking via wired tethering. Yeah, I feel like you can definitely get the Steam VR running on Xreal Aura. I don't know if it's supported yet, but like I said, it's just a controller thing. And I know you can Bluetooth your Xbox controller to the puck, so you should be able to at least play some like Flat Out 4 VR. I'm currently replaying Star Wars Squadrons. I do like standing games more, but for some seated games, it'd be awesome to, and for that, I would probably want the URXR if I was to use it as a VR headset at home, but I don't know if I'm going to. I feel like I'm going to be waiting for the MetaQuest 4 or whatever comes next in that department, because if this is already happening with the glasses, and there's been rumors and speculation that the MetaQuest 4 is going to be a glasses form factor with a puck, so I may be waiting for that to get that Steam VR experience, because with the URXR one, again, what controllers does it use? Can I play Forefront VR with it? Probably not, because I don't think you can Bluetooth the Steam frame controllers to the device, you know, like you could probably play a Xbox game again with it, because it would be going through the PC, because that's the thing with the URXR, there is no compute on it, it's just literally a display, so whatever you're plugging it into, it has the abilities that that device has, and I believe to use the Steam frame controllers you need the headset. The same with the MetaQuest controllers, I don't think they're working without the headset, you can't just Bluetooth them to your PC, so I wouldn't say like Steam VR being a deciding factor for the URXR ones. And honestly, after all that, I'm still kind of up in the air about which one to get. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking of getting, if you would rather get an URXR1 or the Xreal Aura. Maybe you can help me make up my decision and make up my mind about them, because they both seem like great offerings. I'm very interested in both of them, but I can only afford one, so which one is it going to be? Maybe I test out the Auras, see how they go. If I don't like it, the field of view is too low, maybe I'll refund them, try the UXRs. Who knows? But thanks a ton for tuning in. Let me know what you think of XR glasses in the comments below. Are you excited for the future technology? Have you used them? I haven't used them yet, so I'm really excited to try them. Let me know your experiences with it. I can't wait to hear from you. Bye for now. You guys stay safe out there and keep on gaming. Talk to you next time.